James Charles yet again is caught in the middle of a scandal with a minor for texting a minor. Guys, there is a problem, a serious problem with James Charles. He cannot consistently get himself into the same problem and then say that, make excuses about it, because there's no excuses to be made anymore. You can't make the same mistake, as big as this mistake is, multiple times and it be the same thing. He also stated previously in his last scandal that he was going to be checking ID. Did that happen? Nope. So to reiterate the story, a boy came out making a TikTok video about his interactions with James Charles. You can see that James was really upset at the fact that he deleted some snaps. However, the boy was so confused and said he didn't delete snaps. But you can also see that a Snapchat was deleted on March 11th. So I feel like maybe the boy wasn't actually telling the truth about his age. However, he did say that he never lied, he never did anything wrong. But you can see James going at him and threatening him to get his name out of his mouth and just different things. So now we're at a point where I'm like, James, I don't care what these minors do because they clearly look young. I really care about what he does because he's the adult in the situation. He's the legal adult in the situation, and it is his responsibility to make sure, as he's the one that's famous, to make sure that everything's in line. And he needs to stop talking to his fans or people, because there's a power dynamic there that isn't quite healthy. It's not healthy. He keeps getting himself into the situation, and at this point it seems like he decides to turn a blind eye, because he stated before in a podcast that he generally likes younger boys. He likes younger boys because he thinks he's really old, like 60 mentally, so he likes younger looking boys. So what does that mean? What does that mean? Please tell me what that means. So I feel like maybe all of this might be intentional, and he's actually taking advantage of these kids. Literally, this is taking advantage of kids because they're not able to think as grown up. Their minds are not developed yet. And I really can't say the same for James Charles because he's experienced a lot of life, because he's been in the public eye at a very young age. So he's grown up really fast. I can't really say the same for him. So he needs to start taking accountability for his actions, and other people need to start putting him, making him accountable for his actions. For instance, what happened to David Dobrik? David Dobrik lost so much from the scandal, and just thinking about James Charles, and he's basically lost nothing. The only thing that he's lost is getting dropped from Instant Influencer. Also, thinking back to the fact that he probably at this point thinks he's invincible to all of this. He thinks he's invincible and nothing, he doesn't have to take accountability for anything that he does. It seems quite clear to me that that's what it is at this point with him. It's really insane that he keeps going on with this entire, charade, still hanging out with people that are way younger than him. He doesn't seem to, be fearful of anything fearful in his interactions with minors, and I feel like they don't really understand it. Like as a younger person, you don't really understand why it might be wrong or how someone can be taking advantage of you when they're younger than you. You don't really understand it until you grow older and you're the same age as the person who was when they were hanging out with you or whatever it may be, and you're like, wow, there's something wrong. There was something wrong with that person, and then you start feeling disgusted because it's just really disgusting what he's doing. And I know there are people out there that are going to defend him and say that he's changed, but really, guys, he has not changed, and that's just what it is. And that is it for this video. See you in my next one. Bye.